Unfortunately for her, Brie Larson has not been able to gain much support and even more love from the public for more than 4 years of her stay in the Marvel movie universe. Moreover, the performer of the role of Carol Danvers was called the most hated Marvel actress, the most disliked star, the most unpopular character, and so on. From what it came out, we have already talked with you more than once. But what is the most interesting, as reported by quite respected publication, Direct? Brie Larson is so disappointed in Marvel and in the way she is received by the public that she wants to leave very soon. Most likely right after the release of Captain Marvel 2, the forecasts of collections of which are getting worse. What do you think about this news? Be sure to share your opinion in the comments. Let's discuss together. Also, subscribe to our channel and press the bell if you don't want to miss the most interesting denouement. Hi everyone, More with Stars is here, and we are about to begin. So, what can I say? Ms. Larson has managed to turn a huge number of people against herself in the shortest possible time. And as her own viewers and even colleagues on the set. There are many reasons for this, and let's not go into the details of what happened. Let's talk better about the consequences of everything, and they are quite interesting, because as everyone knows well, that Ms. Larson for quite a long time had more than serious ambitions to take the place of the main character of the Avengers and the main star of Marvel. In fact, she spoke out loudly about it right after the Endgame came out in 2019, sending a number of characters into retirement, and a new phase began. But only the studio bosses were in no hurry to satisfy such a whim of his star, who, by the way, and wanted to make movies for Marvel. They were not in a hurry to do it, apparently realizing that this idea, except for the next losses, will not get much. Still, the negative baggage of Larson and the dislike of the audience for this actress was too great. And now more time has passed, and we received a more than curious report from quite a respected publication. Direct. The new report claims that actress Brie Larson has become disillusioned with her role as Captain Marvel in the cinematic universe and no longer wants to play her character. This was reported by journalist and author Joan Robinson. In her words, quote, "I don't know if Brie Larson was the wrong person for the role, but the toxic reaction means that Brie Larson no longer wants to play Carol Danvers." She added, kind of like what she said, she was interviewed on D23, and they asked her if they would see more of Carol Danvers, and she said she didn't know. "Would anyone want to see me play Carol Danvers? It doesn't look like it." This situation actually happened some time ago, when Brie was still complaining that she didn't know anything about her acting future and all that. So, as noted by Direct and Joanna Robinson, Brie Larson reiterated the uncertainty regarding her future at Marvel in another interview. I don't know. I really don't know anything about it. I don't have an answer to that," Larson stated when asked about her prospects at Marvel. According to the reporter, back in 2019, Brie had some sort of plan for the future, but then toxic fans ruined everything, quote. Chadwick Boseman told me a story about how on the set of Avengers Endgame he, Brie Larson, and Tom Holland sat around and talked about how they see the future of Marvel and how exciting that is for them. And when you look at Sony and Marvel's deal breaking over Spider-Man, when you look at the passing of Chadwick Boseman and see that Brie Larson is either not a good fit or just, hurt by toxic fans, then that plan that they implemented, they felt like they were creating another team. Robinson added, however, there were so many factors that came into play that kind of derailed that plan. Well, it may well be that it is so. After all, about the plans and ambitions of Larson for the future, a year or two ago there was no doubt. But now the predictions for her new movie, More Than Sad, recall that the production of the movie Marvels was spent almost $220 million and almost 55 invested in advertising. Thus, the total cost of the movie amounted to a very solid $275 million. That is, the novelty needs more than $550 million just to recoup costs. And meanwhile, the movie's box office forecast says that it will bring in only $50 to $75 million in its first weekend inside the US and Canada. It is also predicted that at the box office within North America as a whole, the movie will bring from $120 to $180 million for the entire time of its stay in theaters. And what's even sadder is that if the predictions are confirmed by the lower bar, that is, the novelty in the home market will collect only $50 million in the first weekend. This movie will break the bottom of all 32 projects of the studio released before him. It's a good time, of course, to be completely disappointed and walk away spitting on everything. Well, we'll see what Brie Larson does and how things turn out in the end. What do you think about this news? Be sure to share your opinion in the comments. Let's discuss together. Also, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell if you do not want to miss the most interesting denouement. Thank you all for watching. See you soon.